conversations and not just because he in position to get those multi-million-dollar paydays. Like he's on the road to that, but he just gotta do what he gotta do. So
piece of tank.
Nah, for sure. And then the next fight, we're gonna get into an upset. And I don't know how I feel about this fight, but to me, it feel like I told you so. And I'm talking about Pac-Man versus, well, it's supposed to be Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence, but Errol Spence had the eye injury, had to sit it out, which, like, I don't know how I feel about that, man. Cause
give us that insider. Give us that
Errol
talk.
Spence, I feel like he trashed like Keith Thurman and all these other guys are like who won't fight who, but to me, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but Errol Spence hasn't beaten an undefeated champion at all. He's only been at one weight class.
What was
he's holding the belts. He hasn't fought. Like, I understand he had the eye injury, but he got to fight.
Mikey Garcia? He was, or he had a couple of losses when he fought him.
Mikey Garcia. Okay, Mikey Garcia was an undefeated.
I mean,
champion,
but he was a smaller guy, though.
Yeah, he was very small, and that was his first time ever.
That was like 2 weight classes under him, I think.
Ever fight? Yeah, he was doing what Tank was doing. He was fluctuating from 130 to 140, just playing with his weight. And then he dared to be great. He went up to 147, and like that much weight on a short, stocky dude. Like, he still had his wind and everything, but you could tell it just slowed him down. Like, he wasn't used to operating 12 rounds, so all he could do was like not get touched. Like, he did very good with not being touched in that fight with Errol Spence.
Yeah.
And people gotta ask questions about that because technically he was an undefeated champion, but he wasn't a champion and had never fought at 147. So Errol Spence has a lot of questions about, to me at least. Everybody, I mean, he's great, he's good. He had a gold medal, right?
I think he was on the team. But my take on Spence before we get to the actual Ugas Pacquiao fight.
And we only talking about Errol Spence because originally it was supposed to be Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence, but Errol Spence had the eye injury. So they had to bring in a replacement, which is the current WBA champion, Yordenis Ugas, which I feel like beat Sean Porter.
That was a good fight too. That was on regular Fox. That was a regular fight.
He was touching Sean up and I was punching him. From what I saw, but yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
I like Spence a lot. I think Spence is not like, you know how you can get a stoppage out of Canelo, and like every 3 fights, one of those fights is going to be stopped early or stopped before the bell. I think Spence is more of like, his jab is so good and people are so scared of it, and he's not used to just putting that pressure on him all the way. He's not used to attacking the knockout. Yeah,
he's a pure boxer with punch power, for sure. Like, that can't be taken from him. But like, I want to see him fight like a Virgil Ortiz or a Jaron Ennis.
Oh yeah, well, you know, now everything caught up to him. Yeah, now you got a lot of guys. Now it's like 5, 6 guys that's in his weight class or in his perimeter now, that because before it was only like 3 guys.
He talked about everybody else holding the belt, so like he ain't fought. Well, what was his last fight?
That was last May, or maybe 2019 May, but I knew it was in May.
Oh yeah. He fought Danny Garcia.
Because it was very quickly after his car accident.
Yeah.
But
okay, then I ended.
We're talking about Ugas, we're talking about the president. We're talking about the basketball playing karaoke president.
First off, all I can say about that fight is I told you so. They had, if I'm not mistaken, they had PED testing, performance enhancing drug testing.
Because this was WBC, I believe. Well, I know one of the belts that was on was WBC.
If he would have won, he would have been placed into the rankings. He would have been up. Well, yeah, it was supposed to be for WBC. Yeah, you're right. And
for those who don't know, WBC, it's like
they do VADA testing.
Yeah, and it's
so
the
like
belt,
mandatory. Yeah,
the green belt.
Normally it's mandatory, but you know, if you're Mexican, you might get that. You know, that wink. You might get that. Yeah. Yeah, he had to do testing for that, and then he had to fight his replacement, and he looked horrible. He was slow. He looked old. His age showed. I feel like he was very juiced up when he fought Keith Thurman, and people could say what they want about that fight, but that was a good fight. Like he dropped him once, but like if it wasn't for that, he would have lost that fight because Thurman was definitely like in the fight.
Yeah, but I think that fight, the Thurman Pacquiao fight, that was Pacquiao to lose. You know what I'm saying? It was how the situation presented himself.
Yeah, I recently saw that Freddie Roach is like heavily campaigning or hinting that Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao might still happen. So that's still a thing.
Oh yeah, listen,
you know, boxers retire and come back every year. So you know how that goes. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I feel like it was a good fight, but Ugas like was too much for him. He just looked old, slow. It all showed. And I've been telling people for the past few years, like ever since he lost to Mayweather, he's looked very old occasionally, and then out of nowhere he would have these super performances where he was just super sharp and energetic and all of that. Yeah,
Manny's back. But you know, I like Ugas a lot. I like yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I like Ugas. I like his fighting style. You know, it's like that old school type of toe to toe.
Yeah,
we're gonna get gritty.
He from that Cuban boxing background.
Yeah, we're gonna box and we're gonna get gritty. So I like.
They bred to box, so it's like a different thing. If you don't follow boxing or anything, when it comes to Cuban fighters, just look up, just like search Cuban boxing school, and it'll all be there for you to see.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's all I really gotta say about that. I want to see Ugas fight. I feel like he deserved that.